And we are joined by Tim and Trish Kibido to tell us about this incredible journey. Thank you guys so much for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Now tell us where you are right now, Tim.
We are in Shelter Bay Marina, which is in Panama, the city of Cologne, just outside the city of Cologne at the Atlantic entrance or entry point to the Panama Canal.
It looks beautiful behind you. And Trish, this has been quite the journey for you both. You started this in 2019. Give us a background of what you guys have been doing the past few years.
Oh gosh, just visiting many amazing countries, figuring out logistics, which at times have been very stressful, encountering a lot of interesting weather, and just making memories to last a lifetime, I suppose. But, you know, I'm kind of glad we're at the end point here, I have to say.
I bet that is certainly a trip of a lifetime. But, I mean, a sailboat isn't so big, Tim, right? What inspires you to do this?
We're on a 50-foot catamaran. My inspiration came when I was a student at Beecher Road School in Woodbridge. One of the other students was reading a book, and I saw it on his desk, and it was called The Dove by Robin Lee Graham. It was about an American teenager in the late 60s, early 70s, who solo circumnavigated as a teenager. And it just really set my imagination on fire, and I read the book several times throughout my life. And once I finished a military career, we wanted to spread our wings and get out and see the world and just have a little bit of freedom. And what we thought was going to just be 3 years ended up being 5 years now? 6 years. 6 years, pardon me.
COVID,
with COVID, 6 years, yeah.
Wow. I mean, just looking at those photos, it seemed like you two have had an amazing time. Trish, any highlights for you that come to mind over the course of the past 6 years?
Oh, there's so many highlights. I wanna focus on the positives because there's a lot of challenges as well. Tim, you know, he did a lot of it solo. It's kind of a big boat for one person. We originally planned to do it together, but I found out very quickly after our very long trip to Hawaii that, like Charles Darwin, I have incurable seasickness. So I had to leave him basically to do it on his own. And, you know, he's had some challenges, but I think the highlights are basically just the great food and people we've met in so many countries along the way. We still have friends, you know, in Fiji, halfway around the world that we still keep in touch with. And it's just been really amazing.
I would interject that Trish did go to every scheduled country, which I stopped in, and she provided logistics, weather forecasting, and just general support along the way.
Yeah.
She's been incredible. So It's definitely been a team effort.
Yeah,
absolutely. And now, Tim, she mentioned challenges. Any tips for people out there thinking of doing something similar? I mean, 50 feet of boat is a lot for a person to handle. What did you learn along the way?
I learned along the way, well, the tips I would say is do your research, of course, sail on a lot of different boats and figure out what you're comfortable on. What I learned along the way, I think what we both learned along the way was how little we need. We really had to search through our clothes just to get clothes that would be appropriate for the news channel. But I used to wear only name brand stuff, but now it's just whatever we can find on the street from a vendor, to be honest with you. Self-reliance, we learned we can fix anything. We have multiple engines on the boat. We've learned to do all that stuff, the rigging, refrigeration, you name it, electronics. We've become experts at pretty much everything. So self-reliance, I think, is really key to have a successful trip like this.
Absolutely. So start small, right? Smaller trips, see how you do before you go on a multi-year expedition.
I think that's good advice.
Yeah. No, Trish, what are you guys looking forward to now that this trip is wrapping up? What's next?
Well, while our trip is wrapping up, you know, we're going to have a celebration, come back to the States, come back to Connecticut, enjoy the great food.
Pizza. We miss New Haven pizza so much.
It doesn't exist anywhere else in the world. You can't even find anything close. And just meeting friends, just celebrating. It's been a long time since we've been back in the States, and we're looking forward to just enjoying the moment, so to speak.
Well, New Haven Pizza is certainly waiting for you with open arms, and you guys have such an incredible story. Thank you so much for sharing it with us today.
You're very welcome.
Thank you so much for having us.
And enjoy the rest of your trip. We will be right back.
Thank you.
Thank you.